Greetings. Elder Blacklight here, midnight chatting with my favorite people. Thanks to my subs for tuning in and signing up. Don't forget to hit the up sign because we're at a critical, very critical time in our life. See, I'm using the transition of Bro.Nip to shed some light on what time it is and why we must learn and why we must come out of our sleep state. I'm your elder. I'm a little older, way older than most of you. We didn't have no gadgets like tablets and YouTube and smartphones or whatever you call them. We were mostly using our third eye back then. See, these gadgets that you got now is going to put a cover over your third eye. You're not going to be able to use your intuition as effective. You're at a weakened stage right now. But then again, it's a giant in you. The giant is just sleep. But by this being the hip-hop culture or the rap culture, Nip was speaking your language. He was a giant, and he was about to get larger, but they had to cut him short because they didn't want no one getting his ideas. They really wanted you to see his assassination. They wanted you to see to put fear in your heart. But what Nip was really showing was that ideas, you can't kill an idea. You know, you can't kill uh, thoughts. You can kill the body, but you can't kill the thought. The thought is out there, and it's going to manifest. But the time ain't right for it to come to full fruition, because it's an evil force that's feeding off of the black man. I know you don't believe it, but we're going to try to, over the course of me, me building on these videos, we're going to try to prove it to you. Um, your energy goes back a long way. Before the Caucasian even existed, you were building pyramids and intergalactic travel. You even got to the point where you could do solar flight, where you could go out your body. And they put this all on the inside the walls of the pyramid. All your scientific achievements. See, science, they want to confuse magic with science. They want to confuse alchemy with magic. But it's all about your mind. Your mind is the fourth dimension. When you close your eyes, you see blackness. This is really where we come from. This is really where light comes from. Blackness. When you open your eyes, you're in another dimension. So there was a point in time where we didn't need breath. We were in a dimension where we existed that we didn't need breath. We was here all the time in a different form, but we was here all the time. And when we procreate and we shoot that seed up in our woman, that seed is a form of us. It's life. It's got codes in it. Then we start developing into another form, to fetuses and whatever. But we don't even have a brain and we don't have a heart. But we grow a brain, we grow a heart, we grow our eyes, we grow limbs. But if we didn't have a heart, what was we breathing? If we was in a sack of water, how are we breathing? So this shows you of how we manifest ourselves into this reality. We always knew how to do this. I mean, we always knew the science of it, you know. And when the time that the Caucasian was made, we was in a decline. And we knew that we were in a decline. And so we put all our knowledge on the side of walls, in the pyramids, and in books. Before that, we didn't need books. Before that, we didn't need words. Before that, we didn't need writing. So we developed writing, words, language, all before the Caucasian was here. The Caucasian was made to challenge us so we could come back out of our sleep. Now that time has come. We out of our sleep now. We know who we are. We are Allah. We are the Most High. And the Caucasian know it because he stole all the books out of Alexandria and put them in the Vatican. This is why you got your Masons, your Shriners, your Rosicrucians, your Satan worshippers. Because they really worshiping themselves. They want us to know actually who they are. And we not getting it. But I believe that it's time, being that it's the dawning of the age of Aquarius. We in the seventh day, in the Sabbath day, the day of judgment. So all that means is, we're separating the good from the evil. And when we separate our minds from this mind, we'll see that, hey, we've been, we not really poor. We blessed. We're blessed with something that they don't have, but they're still feeding off of what we got. And so they make money a concept of how we transfer energy to them. And if you think about it, all the time that we have on this planet and all our energy, they are capitalizing off of it or using our energy to keep them alive. So we go and put in a 8-hour day job, 7 days a week, and they pay us some paper, some trinkets, and then we give it right back to them, and they somewhere relaxing, and we working. Whether or not we do manual labor or we do mental, whether or not we are blue collar or white collar, we giving them our time and our life. And when we dead, we gotta pay to die. You gotta pay to be born. You gotta pay to live. And they tell you this is the land of the free. But freedom ain't free. So if Nipsey would have lived, which I know he had figured it out, but you can't use this system. You can't use their system, to defeat them with. You gotta create your own system. Did you know the Moors created chess? Yeah. This is why I show you the chessboard all the time. Chess is our game. Monopoly is their game. Chess is ours. So they messed up so bad that on Eric Holder, don't hate on him. We're gonna use him to bring down the LAPD, probably this whole government, because they owe us reparations, and they don't want to pay it, and they ain't gonna pay it. But we're gonna make them very nervous. I want y'all to think about what I'm saying. This is Black Light, wishing you pleasant dreams and an early morning rise.